Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today we're going to do part 2 of I Am Crying's run in the ESL this month. So yesterday's video was of the first weekend, whereas this video will be all of our wars from the last weekend in the closed qualifier. So obviously that's the top 64 teams, and the competition is fierce, guys. It was really a level up. And that's shown in this war here, guys, 13 to 12, and have a look. We'll get the pen out nice and early for you all. But have a look at these percentages here, guys. These percentages were ridiculously close, and it gets even better if you look at the wall map. So if you can kind of do quick maths there, that was 3 attacks for each side, and we were perfectly tied after 3 attacks. 7 stars apiece, and it was like 54% total destruction, or think it was 53.8 actually. So it was a perfect tie. So the war was absolutely on the line. And as you can see here, Nicholas right there and Elliot both came in with the triples nice and late for us, which was clutch. And SLS here, look at this 98% defense saved our week. Honestly, that was a time fail as well, by the way. If that guy had like another 5 seconds, it would have been a perfectly tied war, and I don't know what would have happened. It normally goes down to time, and oh, look at that, guys! I didn't even know this. It was perfectly tied on time as well. So honestly, if they tripled that other attack like at the last possible second, I don't know what would have happened. That would have been crazy. Anyways, we were lucky enough with SLS's defense to get the win there. So we'll go through all of the triples in the order that they happened, sorry. So I went in with the first attack of the war, and the reason we went in with this first attack is that this looked like one of the more simple plans. Obviously, anytime you can see the CC here next to a scatter shot and like a Grand Warden and even an RC, there's always going to be so much value for a Zap Lalo. In this one, I picked to go for the Grand Warden and the Scatter, but look at this, guys. I make a mistake. I miss one of my lightnings, or a few of my lightnings actually, on this Scatter shot here. So it's just up with like a flicker of health. So I haven't realized this yet, by the way. I'll realize this later on, and you'll see how I improvise to deal with that. But look at this, the RC is going to go in to get the scatter shot. Unfortunately, my king walks. Definitely not what I wanted, but when you bring 2 ice golems, even if your king walks, you still have a chance to make the Sui work. So I pop my queen ability here as the single locks on, because you want to pop your queen ability before the single starts doing 1,000,000 damage a second, so that you can retain some of her health. And have a look at this. At this point, I'm asking my spotter, should I freeze or not? And thank God I did. The queen targets every building before it, but look at it. She gets the scatter down, so absolutely worth that freeze. And we're going to come in with the Lalo here from the bottom. This was actually a very awkward Lalo, guys, because of these 2 buildings here. It's going to make it so I'm going to have some loons split that way and go towards the town hall, and some split this way. But luckily, if you can recognize this in your planning, you can adapt on the fly and just make sure that you're aware of what you're going into. And if you're aware of what you're going into, even when my loons went left there and split, I was ready for it. Thankfully, my warden catches up with the group of loons that are still alive. I warden ability the sneaky gobs actually. That just ensures the town hall goes down. And then I'm going to use my last haste here to quickly get through basically the toughest defenses left on the base, where the single and the air defense were. And basically this is not going to be an overkill at all, guys. I don't think I have a single balloon up by the end of this attack, but this dragon and the warden are basically going to solo clean up themselves. There's just not enough damage on the base. I think I had it with about 6 or 7 seconds left, so it was a pretty close attack, honestly. Shows that even if you can get some great value with the zaps and the Sui, on like Lalo pathing means so much. And if you don't have good Lalo pathing, even people like me who are pretty solid with Zap Lalo will struggle. So we'll move on to the next attack, which was Nicholas here. And Nicholas came in with a Sui Lalo. Sorry, I forgot about this. I nearly said Zap Lalo, guys. But this is going to be, I'm going to preface this. This is not going to be the prettiest Lalo there is, but any Sui Lalo is instantly sexy, guys. So he's going to come in with the King, and I believe he places the Royal Champ as well. And their goal is kind of just to clear all of this over here and that's going to allow his queen to come in kind of here. You can see he's creating a funnel on the top side up there, and then he's going to have the queen come in right there on that arrow, and she's going to get so much value. I think he gets the enemy queen and this scatter here, which is just huge value for the Sui, guys. And he didn't need to zap for it as well, because look where this CC is. The range of the CC, we'll have a look at it here. Look, it covers right to there. So as long as he's not going to deal with that CC on this Sui, which he clearly isn't, there's no need to zap it. You can just bring one zap and one poison to deal with the headhunters on the fly, and that's what he does. And guys, look at how much... He didn't get a lot of base, but he got a lot of value down. Getting the Eagle, the Royal Champion, the Queen, and a Scatter is ridiculous value. I think he wanted to get this Sweeper as well. The Sweeper that's kind of facing his Lalo here, but he'll deal with that okay with some early haste. As in case you missed it, he blimped for the Town Hall with the Sneaky Gobs and the Hound, which is just a really safe way of doing it because he wasn't at 50% yet. So he wouldn't have been able to Lalo straight into it. And look at that, he's still got so many troops that he hasn't used yet, guys. But he just doesn't know what to do. He has a million spells. He's not even trying to swag them. He told us at the time he didn't really want to swag them, but he just had no idea how to use that many spells because he's too used to the Zap Lalo where you don't have anywhere near this many spells. He finally uses the heal spell there. I know, right, guys? He used a heal spell with the Lalo. Honestly, it's worth it. And he forgot to zap the headhunters, guys, so he just zaps the air defense there. This isn't going to be anywhere near an overkill either. He's just going to get through the base. Honestly, kind of fortunate for us this war. We had a few attacks barely make it through, but look at that freeze on the Archer Tower. Saves his Warden's life. Sends a few balloons up for the Archer Tower here, and they're just going to get it. And basically, it comes down to time, but because he got all of these pups down early, it did him a massive favor, and he's just going to have enough to get through it. So honestly, not our most convincing triples ever. RBL Warriors would probably have been pretty upset that that tripled, honestly, and it obviously swayed the war result in the end. But we're going to go to the hero, Elliot, who came in with the attack at the last minute. He didn't know he had to triple at the time, but he still went with the triple. And this was a sexy plan, guys, like a genuinely really nice plan. So he comes in with the Yeti Bomb down there, and that Yeti Bomb's going to lure the CC, which is always good value. If you can lure a CC and get like a single with a Yeti Bomb, that's often always enough value. But look at this CC, guys. It's an absolute trash CC. He doesn't get out all of it, but thankfully this balloon over there gets the headhunters out. Believe it or not, there's still another gob in the CC. But you can see by taking this out, especially this single Inferno, it's going to make this charge straight into this compartment so much more safe. And then the plan was to get like a second layer wall break like here, and his queen's going to go in and get that compartment and eventually move down to the Town Hall as he pushes in a hybrid from the top. So not the safest plan ever, but it would be very unfair if the Town Hall wasn't taken down, especially because she can reach it from this compartment here. But that actually doesn't end up happening, guys. And look at this super wall breaker right down the bottom. Goes to the complete wrong wall. They've got like 5 IQ. But have a look. At this point, we realize that the Queen's probably not going to go for the Town Hall, which is absolutely not what we wanted. But we tell him on the fly that to stick with the plan. He's got plenty of rages, and he's got a freeze, and he's still got the Queen ability. So we believe he's going to get the Town Hall. So this is really the importance of spotters, guys. Because Elliot very easily could have doubted his Queen was going to get the Town Hall and not started the hybrid from there. But he sticks with the plan, and that plan is going to get him the triple. Because I reckon if he hybrided into the Town Hall, it just wouldn't have worked as well. As you can see there, he just pops the Queen ability early, not taking any risks whatsoever, ensuring that that Queen ability is popped well before the scatter shot can get her down to low health. And then he has the Rage here to just power through the back end. And he's still got the Champ ability, guys. There's no single Inferno. There's only a Tesla farm, but this is wrecked. And we all knew it. And as soon as we knew this was a triple, we knew we'd won the war. So when we came out of this attack and saw they tripled, we thanked our lucky stars that Elliot's a god. This wasn't the last time he came in clutch either. We'll get to that in the next war. But as you can see here, with a third triple, we're able to hold on to the very narrow win. GG's to RBL Warriors. You guys put up a really good fight. 93.4% total destruction is no shy feat. So GG's to you guys. Okay guys, so this is the second war of the closed qualifier that I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm not going to tell you whether it's the last one and whether we win this war or not. I'm going to hide the percentages from you all because the ending to this war was one of the craziest endings to a war I've ever seen. And I've got a live recording and reaction of me that I will show you after this triple, but we'll show you the one triple we got for the war, and you guessed it, it's from Elliot, and you guessed it yet again, it was the last attack of the war, guys. So Elliot coming in potentially super clutch, we'll find out, and he's coming in yet again with a hybrid. This man's a god with a hybrid, and look at it, he does it in 2 minutes 30 as well, guys. It's just crazy how quickly he can do it. Sorry, we'll go back to 1x speed there. So he's getting a really nice funnel with his king here. He wasn't expecting the Tesla at 12 o'clock, but just uses a balloon for that. That's why I recommend you bring like 3 to 4 loons for like a hybrid attack. Both for the seeking air mines, and just if a Tesla pops, the balloon is the best way to take it out. It does a really good job of taking out those troll sort of Teslas. As you can see here, the king's made an epic funnel on the left-hand side of the base, and this Yeti's going to make a funnel just so that queen can go through that 2-tile opening in the wall. And because it's 2 tiles, it's very reliable that the queen's going to go into the wall. So no dramas there whatsoever. As you can see, the queen gets the town hall as well there, which is really nice. But then the queen's going to behave very funny here in a second, and this is where Elliot adapts very well on the fly. Look at this, guys. Look at that wall that queen's beating. It's crazy, but Elliot uses the wall breaker here on this wall, and sorry, need the pen out. And by doing that, he's going to force his queen into the core here, and he's honestly changed where he was going to hybrid about 3 times in this attack. You could hear them on voice, just not sure which way the queen was going to go, but he kept a level head, and because of that, he had a very successful outcome to this attack. As you can see, the hybrid's just pushing through the base, and the queen and the healers are going to not do a whole lot more from here. The queen's just going to be beating walls, but the hybrid's pushing really nicely through the base. He obviously hasn't dealt with the CC, but he's still got the rage spell so that his champ can get through, like the champ and the miner, sorry, can get through the king really quickly. And thankfully the champ's not targeting the lava hound for the moment. But look, guys, it looks a bit ugly, as it does always when you deal with the CC on the fly in a hybrid attack. But he has so many troops up here, guys. He's got another freeze spell as well, like 10 miners, like 5 hogs. His queen's still chilling in the core with her ability. So like this was wrecked, guys, and they knew it. And this was the final attack, and a triple was gonna do a lot for our hopes to win. But was it enough? So after this attack, I'll show you like my live reaction, because I was watching their attack go in live, because the last 2 attacks go in live at the same time. And just for some context, going into the last attack, we were down 1% in terms of base terms and 1 star. So if with Elliot's triple here, if they tripled, they were going to win. And if they got a 2-star 99%, the war was going to be tied. So now we'll go to that live reaction. It was so close on Zerg. I think they got it though.
No. No hope.
What's that? Wizard? It's so close. He needs an air. Where's your air bomb, Zerg?
Come on, Archer. Do work, baby.
Nah, it's a triple. Yep. Fuck. Nice try, guys. Unless... Wait.
Time fell, baby. Time fell. Time fell. Time fell.
Oh my god.
We win by 1%. Oh we win by 1%.
Go, baby. Hell yeah.
1%.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Surge with the big D.
Yo. Yo.
On 98? Did they win by 1 building?
Elliot, you fucking god. I love you.
Oh my gosh. Hooker, don't you ever scare us like that ever again.
1 building.
So as you can tell there, we were very excited and honestly very surprised. That last attack of theirs was so close. We couldn't tell whether it was going to be a triple or not. Like I said, that's the craziest ending to a war I've ever been in. You just couldn't pick which way it was going to go right until the very last second. And just for a little bit of extra like spice with it all, if we had tied, it goes down to average attack duration. And look at that, guys. We were behind. So if they'd gotten just the 99%, that barracks that was on like 1 health, if that went down, we would have lost, guys, and we would have been out in the round of 16. But fate had it that she'd guide us a lending hand, and we made it into the round of 8, guys, but our opposition in the round of 8 were pretty difficult. So here's the third war, and I can tell you this is the final war. This was the round of 8. If you win, you get to go to a Poland qualifiers to get one of the golden tickets for the World Championships. If you lose, you got to come back again next month. And as you can see, yet again, it was an 11-11 tie, guys. And yet again, I'm not going to show you the percent, but I can tell you that I actually got the triple, and yes, it was the last attack of the war from our side. Apparently, we can only triple when it's the last attack of the war. It's a weird sort of flex, honestly. I would rather if we did more triples earlier in the war, but we'll get into the attack here. This was honestly one of the nicest drag bat attacks I've ever done. So we'll talk through the plan quickly. As you can see, 2 scatter shots and a whiz tower on this side of the base. And it's kind of narrow. Like, it looks wide, but for a drag bat, that sort of pathing's not too bad. So we thought we can send drags through there. As you can see, I zapped the sweeper here because this sweeper was facing sort of this direction, and that was going to be an absolute nuisance for my drags. And honestly, two lightning spells to take out a sweeper is absolutely worth it. It's like you get rid of 1 rage, but that rage would have been useless if your drags were, you know, outside of the base. So definitely worth it if a sweeper is going to be annoying you on your drag bat to bring the 2 lightnings for it. As you can see, we're going to use the king on one side, the queen on the other, and they're going to create a really good funnel here, guys. And then normally with the drag bat, you don't bring a lava hound, but look at this, with the 2 scatters and the air defense right there, if I sent a bunch of loons in, they would have died so quickly. But that hound tank, the eagle, both scatter shots and the air defense, so it was absolutely worth it. And as you can see, I'm not blimping the town hall here. I sent my stone slammer on the left hand side of my drags here because I kind of want the stone slammer to go through the core, and look at it, it obeys and goes straight through the core. I rage over the town hall so the drags get the RC and the town hall. The warden ability got every single drag, guys. Not a single drag was missed. And as you can see, so much of the base is gone already, guys. We couldn't believe how smoothly this hit went. And I'm coming in with the bats down here, and then I'm going to use the RC for the second last wizard tower. And I've still got 3 freezes, guys. And look how much base is left. I didn't even need that freeze yet, but may as well get it down early. There's no need to swag at this point. You're the last attack in the war against INTZ in the round of 8. It was just a really nice hit, and honestly, GG's should go to SLS on the plan. We really struggled with this base, but this plan obviously wrecked the base. And Dragbat's kind of strong in this meta, guys. Like, I don't do a lot of Dragbat, but can definitely recommend it. Anyways, we'll back out here and have a look and see if we had the percentage, guys. Unfortunately, we didn't. It was honestly a huge heartbreak for us. We held really well. INTZ is a crazy clan. They're really good. And holding them to 11 was honestly the best we could have hoped for. Unfortunately, the triples just didn't fall on the day. I think SLS hit base 3 here, and it's a 71%, but he did a drag bat, and all of his bats, he had like 7 bat spells or something. All of his bats hit a red bomb really early, and the base was looking wrecked. And then also Elliot, who did he hit? Elliot came in with a 98% time fail as the second last attack of the war. So a few things go our way, and we might have won it. Obviously, they had a few time fails as well. I think that was a time fail, and I don't know if that one was. But they had at least 1 time fail. So obviously, a bit more luck goes both clans' way, and it would have been a high-scoring war. But yeah, it was a huge opportunity missed for us. But we'll be back next month. Anyway, that's it for all the ESL triples that we had over the month. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this sort of recap style series of the ESL wars. I enjoy doing them. It's good to look back at what we did right and wrong in ESL and, you know, use it to try and improve next month. And I hope you guys learned a thing or two from all the attacks. And if you did, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon.